flattery or theft? And if it is stealing, shouldn't someone say enough?
The doo-wop era of the 50s and 60s gave us so many famous groups. The Coasters, the Platters, the Drifters, and here the Ellsbury Hobbs Drifters are performing the same song a few months ago. But wait a second, these guys don't look old enough to have bought that record, let alone to have recorded it. Well, maybe this guy, but not the others. What's going on here?
What's been going on nationwide and here in Tennessee is really a sophisticated form of identity theft.
That's John Bauman of the Truth in Music Committee of the Vocal Group Hall of Fame. If he looks familiar, it's because he's Bowser, ex-leader of Sha Na Na. He now travels America lobbying politicians because he's mad that groups like these profit from the work of musicians who were the real Platters, Coasters, and Drifters.
There are more than 100 fake Platters groups?
There are as many as are needed on any given night.
Just recruit a bunch of new people.
Stick some people up on stage, pay them a couple $100 a night, and presto chango, bingo, they're the Platters.
ABC once taped such tryouts. They're auditioning to become new versions of the Coasters, Platters, and Drifters.
There's no accident that those are the victims, because how many hit records do those three groups have? Well over 100 hit records.
Many of the original Drifters, Coasters, and Platters have died, but others like Charlie Thomas and Benny King
This magic moment
still perform.
is so different and so new. Was like any other. This magic moment.
Ben and Charlie say with so many fake drifters like these performing, it's harder to make money.
Does this take jobs away from you?
Oh yeah, it takes jobs.
People think they're getting the real deal.
Yeah, and they be getting the phonies.
People are stealing their gigs, consequently they're stealing their money, and what's even more cloying, they're stealing their applause.
You guys had enormous hits.
Oh man, did
So
we
you
not?
must be rich.
I wish I could find the money.
In those days, many singers, white and black, were paid little. Sometimes promoters gave them nothing, claiming their expenses were more than their salaries.
You add on all the expenses, before you know it, you're in debt.
The imposters get away with pretending to be drifters, says Maxine Porter, because few people know what the real musicians looked like.
These are artists without faces to the public, because in the 50s, their pictures were not on album covers.
Because they were black.
Absolutely, this was pre-integration. There was a nice scene on the cover. You didn't see black faces on album covers in the 1950s.
Because the promoters thought that wouldn't sell.
Absolutely. Well, they knew it wouldn't sell, not just that they thought it wouldn't sell.
She used to manage drifter Bill Pinkney.
Mr. Bill Pinkney, original drifter right there, folks.
Pinkney planned to join us at this concert to say enough to these fake drifters. But a few days before the concert, Bill died.
Dance with me.
Often at these concerts, there are a bunch of young guys who obviously aren't the real deal, but then there's one older person.
Oh, yes, so that the audience can say, that's got to be the original guy. He's the real one.
But he's a fake, too.
Absolutely.
John Bauman, has persuaded 18 states to require groups that call themselves a famous group to have at least one member who actually sang on the original record.
Or you can say, we're completely fake. This is a tribute to the Platters, the Drifters.
And that's absolutely fine. Tribute shows are perfectly valid.
But this is no tribute show. Its promoter, Charles Malick, and his business partner, Larry Marshak, wouldn't talk to me about this, so their lawyer, William Sharon, did. He's helping them fight the court ban that prevents the promoters from using the Drifters' name.
The public is not paying to see 70 and 80-year-old guys on stage. They're paying to see some fun entertainment.
Then call them fun entertainment, not the Drifters.
They're not called the Drifters. They're called the Ellsbury Hobbs Drifters.
But Ellsbury Hobbs isn't there.
That's right. He's one of the ones who has died.
Isn't it despicable what you guys are doing? You have these real musicians who can't make as much money because your phonies are raking in the money.
Nobody's stopping them from working. If the public wants
But
to
you're
pay...
stopping them from making the money they could make.
Absolutely not.
You don't think people in the audience think they're seeing the original artists?
No. They're not turning around and marching out as appalled that they don't see original members in their 70s or 80s.
Because they don't know.
Of course they know.
You're just helping cheaters cheat.
Absolutely not.
And so the groups keep performing. So we invited Charlie Thomas to this performance of the Drifters. None of these men ever performed in any of the Drifters' hits. Charlie sat in the audience, stewing. By the time the first act finished, it was dark. One of the more outrageous parts of these acts is that the musicians sign autographs. So we gave Charlie one of the few Drifters albums that did have his picture on it, and he set out to get some autographs.
Give me an autograph. Give me an autograph. Which one of that is you? Which one of that is you right there?
Two guys sign his album. He wrote his own name right above Charlie's face. The others scribbled something we couldn't read.
Sign an autograph, man. Let's sign an autograph.
But then one musician notices.
Thank you much. Sign an autograph for me, baby. Sign an autograph for me. Sign an autograph. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Charlie was getting madder by the minute. So he went up on stage. He told them, stop this.
Gotta stop this. Gotta stop this. Hey, man. Man business. Man business.
And with the real Drifter there, the musicians decide they won't sing.
Gotta stop this, man. Man.
One of the men who hired the fakes that night, he didn't know they were fakes, gets Charlie to back off.
You know you ain't right.
After the concert, the singers locked themselves in this trailer. They wouldn't come out to face Charlie, who speaks for all musicians who've been cheated, when he says,
I had enough.
When 20